Do you know what this will do to people when they find out the truth?
I don't think that most people would want to know the truth.
I do.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Peace, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Truth Tuesday show with your host, AKIEM here on Hindsight Radio, the information station changing the nation. I hope everybody's doing great. I'm doing wonderful. Everything's going great. Life is good. Prosperity is good. It's good. I have to keep reminding myself to stay in peace because people will take you. Well, they won't take you. They can't. It's impossible for people to take you out of your peace. What it is, you allow them to take you out of your peace by the things they say, they do, or situations pop up and we look at them and we say, that's a problem. And we look at it and say, he or she is a problem. We have to continuously remind ourselves that it's not them that's the issue, it's how we are reacting to it that's the issue. That's not to say, people who constantly come up with their negative problems and issues and want to make it your own, you don't cut that off, because people will do that. They'll use you. You'll help as much as you can, and they'll take advantage of that. And then when you say you're not going to help them, they start to get mad and want to point the finger at you like you're the issue. See, people like that you have to cut off. That reminds me of something I said. Whenever you are dealing with people and you're offering your assistance or you're getting assistance, make sure you're getting well compensated for it. Because no good deed goes unpunished. A lot of people, you should do this for people. No, don't do it. Because people should pay for the truth. There's a scripture that actually says that. There's people who claim, I know the Bible. Where does it say that? Okay, let's go to Proverbs chapter 23. And it says here, number 23. Proverbs chapter 23, verses 23, coincidentally. It says, buy the truth, B-U-Y, and do not sell it. Also, wisdom and instruction and understanding. So it says, you should invest in the truth. You should buy it. You see what I'm saying? You should look for it. What do I mean by do not sell it? That's the question. I'm not supposed to sell it, but I'm supposed to buy it. How does that work? How does that make sense? If this will confuse you. What do I mean by do not sell it? Do not sell part of it. You sell, when you give it, you have to give it all. Because some people will give you little bits and pieces of the truth. So, and you got to go and pick up the breadcrumbs of it. But you should invest in your knowledge and understanding. Like me, I'm buying stuff all the time. I paid $500, just about $500 for a Bible, just so that I can, see what the original King James Version says versus how it's written today. So I could, I've been telling people all along that this guy you've been calling Jesus all this time is not really Jesus. It's not even the true name of the man that walked the earth. It's Yeshua. And other parts of that story is not all the way together true. But, they came up with another scenario to add to it to make you see things a certain way. So let me get back to what I'm saying. Get compensated for your time and your efforts. Because people will, and eventually, everybody I've done it for, eventually they don't appreciate it. They take it for granted. Like you're supposed to do things for them. Now, you could apply this method, technique to the people in your own home. I don't care who it is. Make them invest in what you're doing. Because people think, well, that's my husband, that's my wife, that's my girlfriend, you're supposed to just automatically hear. They won't appreciate it. They're the worst ones. Make them invest in it. Make them work for it. This way they will value what you're doing. Too many of y'all are trying to take husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, sons, daughters along with you, and they're not ready. They're not ready to come. Your real family are the ones who connect with you, align with you in the ideals that you want to have in your life. And so many people identify with ideas in their mind that come from other sources, With mom and daddy taught, hey, mom and dad said do it this way, that's the right way. We all know that that's not true. We've been taught a form of Christianity, a form of religion that hasn't worked for us for centuries. Yet, a lot of us hold these ideals to be the end all be all. Some of us even allow opportunities for prosperity to pass us by because we have ideals in our minds that say, no, I don't really like it like that. Or that's not. So you stay broke because you have these ideals. Where did you get the idea from? Who told you that was wrong or right? Is it your idea? Or why are you making that decision? Because you're afraid of how you look? Just like most people are following and doing certain things because they don't want to look different. Or, they use, I don't want to offend other people. Right now the government is giving us medical advice. You got to wear a mask everywhere you go. We know it's unhealthy. Most people I talk to about it know it's a bunch of BS, but they do it anyway. I'm even guilty of it at times. Doing stuff because I just don't want to be bothered with the aggravation of it all. I had to think about it. We got to be strong, especially in this day and age, because they're going to keep coming with more stuff for us to follow and do. Like today, helping a friend out with the new home purchase. About education system. How the education system doesn't want free thinkers. They want order followers. They want people to do as they say. If it's right or wrong, just follow the instructions. They don't want children to be free to express themselves, express their ideals. The ideas they have inside of them. Because there's a scripture that said, be like these little children, and then you can enter the kingdom of heaven. Why? Children are closer to God than adults are, because adults have been contaminated by such garbage of their life that they're so far from the true essence of themselves, or the true divinity of themselves, that they can't see their way through. But children, what she was saying was, if you give children the opportunity to make their own decisions, you'll see how they are. You could see, how was it put? They will surprise you how smart and how intelligent children really are. A lot of these children will make us look silly with some of the things they say. I got 2 small grandchildren, and some of the things that come out of their mouth will be like, wow. But we have to learn to cultivate those, that light that they have inside them, there's a word I want to use, that intelligence. We have to cultivate it. We have to not try to shut it down. No, don't do that. Let it open. Let it out. And watch, and you see great things come from small children. With that being said, that segues into we most likely will have another host, someone who is a special expert on homeschooling and on helping parents educate their own children properly. Also an expert on what parents' rights are when it comes to their child's education and the questions that they need to ask whenever they're entering their child into an institution of learning. This person has many years of experience. So we talked about it today. So we haven't, I think Sunday will be the day. You know, that's not set in stone, might be. But I think Sunday most likely is the day. You know, hour long a show or so on education. And this is a big opportunity for all of you people who want to not send your children back to school to be under these oppressive rules that they're about to implement, social distancing, wearing masks. And even if you're not, you know, you're going to send your child to these institutions, you still need to be armed with the knowledge of how to educate your child and what to expect from people who are educating your child. You know, she is so knowledgeable to the fact that I have personal knowledge of how she works, that she even knows how to set up the room perfectly for your child to have a optimal learning experience. And so if all you guys are interested in that, I'll announce it when the show, the first show, I'll announce it. You know, once we lock it all in. Got a website, materials for you to purchase. Got, you know, webinars that's going to be put on to give you guys the knowledge that you need to be able to educate your children, because you're going to need it. Because if you haven't noticed, the school system has failed all of us. The reason why a lot of us are in a position and on this show right now today, because we received bad education from the compulsory education system. For us, but it was good education for the powers that be, because the education system was designed to teach you how to follow order, but not to educate you. It was for nothing else. It's only for to teach you how to be a good mask wearer, a good rule follower, to listen to quote unquote authority. That's it. And if you know, I know some of y'all got degrees and all of that, but I mean, when you really look at that degree you have, a lot of y'all are working next to people with degrees. Most people are. And most people work in fields that don't even connect to the degree that they went to school for. You know? I worked alongside someone in a bookstore who had a PhD. Ex-military, ex-air pilot. He's at a bookstore working. You know, where anybody can pretty much get a job, long if you know how to book in alphabetical order. And that's you know, when I worked at the World Trade Center, I worked around a lot of people with degrees, and they used to brag about their education after this school, after that. And all this knowledge that they had. But on that trade floor, none of that knowledge mattered, because you can't go to school, to a regular school, and learn how to work the stock market or work the commodities things. There is not a school that's best. You know, you could take classes that people, you know, outside institutions that give you a class for so many months or weeks to train you how to speculate on stocks or commodities, but the only real training you get in the field like that is on-the-job training, like I did. I told y'all my story. I walked off the street and got that job. Didn't even finish high school yet. I had to go. I got a GED a couple of years later. But I'm sitting there working with all these people who paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for their education. And so, in most cases, I was making more money than they were. Because, people coming in, a lot of guys came in as interns or they came, to fulfill some type of class requirement, and they were getting paid minimum wage. I was out minimum wage, but after about a year or so, I was making the money that, people only fantasized about. At my age, I was 19 when I started working there. I was 18 going into 19. And I'm making money at 19 that today, right now, some people are not making. Not counting bonuses they used to give me every year. And all I had to do was make sure that the trades that was coming into my clearinghouse were accurate. Something I didn't know, I had to remove it or get an account for it. Something I did know, and it wasn't there, I had to go find it and put it there. So I was almost like the police of trades. They called it, the title at that time was clearinghouse clerk or clearing clerk. That's what they called it at that time. Very important job. Because one trade off could mean millions of dollars to somebody's account. So I was at the age of 19, I was talking to people all around the world internationally. And I'm only telling y'all how to show y'all how the school education the education system cheated y'all. I'm just showing you this. Right? So at 19, I'm talking to people from Chile. I'm talking to people from the UK. What other country I had to talk to someone? There's a few others. I can't remember them all. But I remember Chile because the guy was so nice. Most of the people I talked to were nice people. They would, hey, money's missing. I need this fixed by the end of the day. You call me back when it gets done. That's the type of way they talk to me a lot of times. But this one guy, I never forget him to this day. He was, hey, AKIEM, missing this trade. He had an accent. I can't do his accent. Missing this trade. I know it's busy down there. Can you fix this and as soon as possible, and then update me once it's done. So I of course I made him a priority, got it fixed, told him what the situation was, and we took me on the phone probably another 20 minutes. He was telling me about his family, how it was in Chile, and all of these things. Never met this man. I don't even know what he looks like to this day. He was just a nice person. So what I'm saying is I stopped my education right at the 11th grade. I didn't even finish the 11th grade. And just all the circumstances why I stopped. I had, all kinds of crazy stuff. That was my beginning of my rebellion to religion. And I've been rebelling ever since. But, then there was a need for me to get that diploma because jobs I got through with this one job showing you how energy works. When you really want something, you'll get it. Nothing will stop you, not even a degree. Not even a degree. Not even rules and regulations will stop you. If you really want something, you will get it. If you put it in your mind that you're going to have it, you will have it no matter what. So all these people, well, it's because of this. That's BS, and it's an excuse because I'm a living testimony that rules and records, the requirement for to work at Payne Webber was you had to at least have a high school diploma. That was a requirement. And that was at a time when technology wasn't strong, so they took 6 months to do a background check. So you had a job for 6 months, and they come away, wait a minute, your diploma's missing. And that happened. I got challenged. And I said, well, coincidentally, the school that I went to shut down. I said, well, the school shut down. I can't get records. I don't know what to do. So my boss, Stanley Capers, was like, you know what? You're just going to chalk it off and check it off. You're a worker. Boom. Keep your job. So I went out shortly thereafter and commandeered me a GED. Meaning I took the test, didn't study for it, passed it, and got a GED. Boom. I'm trying to show y'all how education system is a bunch of BS. Because 11th grade, went there, opened up the book, took the test, boom, 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 got it. I studied. I wasn't studying all that time. It shows I took 12 years of education. Just got it without study. Does that mean that I'm super intelligent? No. What it means is the educational system is a joke. Now, of course, I am super intelligent. I'm telling you, you don't have to be super intelligent to pass that test. You don't have to do any serious studying to pass that test. And so you're different. You know how to remember stuff, but isn't that what school taught you? The only thing they taught you was how to remember things. So I used the one thing they taught me and used it to my advantage. First try. I didn't took it first try, passed. Because back then, if the section is wrong, they'll let you keep the stuff you pass and you go back and you retake that section. And I don't know what they're doing now. I might say, AKIEM, y'all should quit school and do something else. Or, take your kids out of school and teach them something else. What I'm saying is, teach your children something that they can use now, like how to manage their money, how to start a business, how to, run a business now. If you teach a child very early how to run a business now, and I know it's hard for some of you because you don't have businesses, but y'all can work on that. That'd be something, a project you could work on together. Y'all can learn together. You'll be surprised how children will help you get further along faster in certain situations. You just let them in on what you're trying to do. Surprise. I figured that out with my daughter. Hey, we were trying to figure out stuff. She couldn't get something. I got it. Then I couldn't get something. She got it. So what it shows is working with your children educates you as well while you're educating them. But we got to feed them the right information. The right information about spirituality. What's the right information about spirituality? That no one else can tell them who God is for them. Not even mama and daddy. They have to find the God in themselves. They have to look for God within themselves. That's the only place they're going to ever find it. To know God, they must know themselves. I don't care. Y'all can keep subscribing to this invisible guy in the sky, invisible guy in hell. Y'all can keep subscribing to that mess. But people listen to that for centuries and got them nowhere but where we are right now today. Y'all can keep thinking God is out to get you if you don't listen. And it's out his will and what he wants and all of this, that, and the other. Y'all can keep subscribing to that. But I'm going to tell you, you're going to be the same the last 100 years. You're going to be doing it again 100 years more. But unfortunately, that system is dead. It's dying. It's gone. Church is not going to be the same anymore. So I tell you, religious folks, because y'all been out of church for so long, some of y'all got used to it and said, what the hell is it for? And that's a good question. Because now you're questioning, your foundation and you want to make some changes. You see? So, yeah. I'm looking forward to this new show. If everything works out, I'm really looking forward to think that's going to be beneficial for all you people who really want to self-educate your children and take kids out of that oppressive regime, which is called the education system of America. It's oppressive. You talk about communism in this but school is the most communistic place you could ever send your child, because what is it all about? Discipline and following rules. A kid that has the original thought he's a problem, he gets sent to the dean's office. You know, designed to keep moving and explore. And you sit them in that environment. That's what we're talking about today. You put them in that environment where they got to sit still, and the teacher is more focusing on the child sitting still and listening than actually learning something. Or even the teacher trying to figure out, how do I get this child to learn? You know, what makes this kid tick? And simple things. You know, children have a lot of energy, right? So she was telling me how the school let her buy a little small trampoline, nothing that can hurt them, and put something for them to hold on, just to release some energy, and that fixed the whole fidget problem. Yes, it was under, direct supervision, but instead of trying to work against child's nature, how about working with the child's nature? That's where the success is. That's with anybody. You work with someone's nature. All right, that's enough preaching for me. I'm not going to have a long show today because I was on the road helping out with some things. So, one thing I want to say, a lot of y'all are hearing things about, this is a whole nother subject, about trust and putting property in trust. I have firsthand knowledge of property in this trust. Because I've been very close to a situation. I see how it works. I see the pitfalls. I see the ups and the downs. And I'm telling y'all that if bad information y'all got some years back is all wrong. It was all guesswork and innuendo and pay me, I'll teach you, but I ain't did it myself information. So, yeah. I've seen a house go into a trust. I've seen insurance being done with the trust. I've seen cars with the trust. Just simple everyday expenses being done with the trust. My witnessed, seen it. I got my trust all set up. Everything ready to rock and roll. Just waiting on one more thing. And I'm pretty much done. On another topic, some of y'all was on my Instagram page, and I put that declaration of status, property, and obligation by affidavit of AKIEM Barber, New Yorker, filed in Lamar County. Somebody asked me, and I'm answering it on the air like I said I would. Somebody asked me why did I file it in Lamar County. It was simple. It was the easy place to get file. Everybody else was, what is this? And they want to read through it. Lamar County, they do it. Maybe Lamar County is supposed to do a lot of the stuff because they just doing it. It's the document is 7 pages itself, 6 pages itself, and then you have to put your affidavits and your evidence, which is your authenticated birth certificate, which is your affidavit of ownership with it, and also I have the notary verification page, meaning I had the notary certified on my authenticated birth. So that was filed along with this 6-page document. Now another question came up. Well, let me put it in my case. Let me do this. Let me do that. And I'd already said this several times before, but the person didn't understand what I was saying or didn't want to understand what I was trying to say. You don't put this in your case. You file it on the county records, the register of deeds, and you file these things in the register of deeds, and that's where it stays. It's not something to be put in a case. Now, if I was to use it for evidence or anything like that, I would send these types of documents outside of the case as a private correspondence between myself, prosecutor, and judge outside the case. I would not actually file these into the case. The reason why we have been getting a lot of pushback, now listen carefully. See, you were told to do. I know there was a time we were doing affidavit of denial of U.S. citizenship, which was very. I can't deny that. But then it came a time where it got pushed back. A lot of it. And I'm noticing what problem is we're taking private documents and putting them on public records, like into cases, actual cases. And I'm learning that you can't do that. That's also mixing public with private. So if you're trying to settle a matter privately outside of the courtroom, you kind of got to do it the way I've been doing it. You know, send a private correspondence to the prosecutor. Hey, this is what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Here's who I am. This is what I got going on. Then the prosecutor is more apt to work with you and let everything go. You're not putting him on Front Street. Because now the case, all of that's in the case, and now I can let him with this stuff. I have won a lot of cases just in the background. Now, what I will do, I'm going to let them know what my proper name. And speaking of that, right there, by the way, before I finish this, if you got questions, put your hands up. All right? And then I'll take your call. I have taken, hang on 1 second, let me check something. I have taken, let me see. Let me get my thoughts together. A couple of weeks ago, I did a show on a guy. He had a child support issue. I actually read part of his case on the air. So I simply rebutted. Let me see if I can find the document. The assumption of the all caps. I just simply did that. Let me see, find it here. Open recent. Here it goes. All right. Now, they were trying to say he owed all his child support. They wanted to modify the arrangements. And he was kind of behind the 8 ball because he didn't respond on time. But I said it's never too late to challenge jurisdiction. Remember that. It's never, you can challenge jurisdiction at all times. So in the case, they have the case captioned as the all caps, which we know is the in legas. For some of you people that are new, I'll just do you the courtesy and read that. In legas. Definition. That's ENS. Some people say legus, but it's in legas. A creature of law, an artificial being as contrasted with a natural person. So it's a creature of law. So the name that they're using is a creature of law. It's not really, it's in contrast to the natural person. So I simply responded, because you had to respond, by saying, response and objection to suit, modification of support order, motion to confirm support of arrearage. This was the Attorney General coming in for the his ex to increase the child support and enforce the arrearages. Now, the brother is not a deadbeat. He just got behind because he lost his job. He was out of work for 2 years. But, child support keeps going. And a lot of guys don't know that you can go in and modify the support when your income changes, goes down. They modify it when it goes up. How you can also modify it the other way. A lot of people just don't know. That's a simple remedy. When I was on child support with my first son, when I lost my job, I went to them and said, I'm not working anymore. And they adjusted it. They actually suspended it for 6 months. So that then I stopped, arrears stopped. And when I found out, it'll resume. They do that. But see, y'all don't know because you guys take that one order and y'all run with it and y'all listening to people in the street on what you can and can't do. How I find out this and this, I wasn't even into this information at that time. I was about 22, 23 when all of this went down, right? But I ask questions to the people, okay, what happens when I lose a job and I can't pay this? They say, well, you just got to go in for a modification. How do I do the modification? Oh, just do this. You just file this paperwork. Boom. They set a date. You go to court and you tell them. Boom. It was very simple. I did a lot of asking of questions. All right? Once again, this is how I rebutted it. And I haven't told you what the results of this yet. I'm going to tell you, it was positive. Response to objection to suit modification support order, motion to confirm support of the review. I'm doing this again for the sake of someone. Brother called me last week. He he didn't hear me read all of this on the air. And I did. Y'all know I read it. Whoever was listening that day. So I'm going to do it again. I'm showing y'all how to respond to stuff. See, before I sell y'all stuff, I always give it to you on the air. Very few things I don't read on the air. Like I won't give you this declaration of status, property, and obligation will not be for sale. Okay. Now, it's never going to be for sale on my website ever. At this point, no. But I can show you how to get it and where to get it and what to do with it. All right, I'll do that. But I'm not going to have it on my website for sale. Most of the people that probably will get this will be in my private membership. This is information of the highest order. It's not going to just be given to anybody. All right, because I don't want it getting convoluted, messed up. All right, here it is. Comes now his name. First, middle, last, with all of the first letters capitalized. That's the real name that you're dealing with. An American national, but not citizen of the United States, files an answer to above mentioned suit motion. 1. Now I'm answering there's 14 lines or 14 allegations. And you have to assume that everything's an allegation. Even he resides at this address. That's an allegation, and you got to respond to that. He wears a red cap. That's an allegation. You have to respond. So you got to, if they have numbered paragraphs, you got to number your responses accordingly to their paragraphs. And as a word of caution, this is not legal advice. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just here ministering lawful information. So if you want to hire a lawyer, they got plenty of them in the phone book or on the internet, places you can call them. But I just got to say that. All right, here we go. Number 1, admitted based upon information belief. So number 1, that means you agree to whatever that statement was. Okay? 2, denied. This court lacks jurisdiction over his name, but I have his name in proper form, not in caps, not in legis. Number 3, admitted based upon information belief. Because whatever that statement was, it was true, and there was no denying it. Then 4, denied. This was his ex-wife's name. So I put first, middle, last, up and lower is the proper name, not first, middle, last in all in legis, a nobody. I made it clear. A distinction. Then number 5, denied. Denied. Now that comes his name. First, middle, last, up and lower is my proper name, not first, middle, last in all caps. Okay, in legal, nobody. This lacks jurisdiction over first, middle, last, upper, lower. Now, I have to say this again. Don't write upper and lower on your paperwork. That's just for a description purpose. What I did 2 weeks ago. 6, denied based upon information and belief. This court lacks jurisdiction over the name again, upper and lower. 7, denied based upon information and belief. This court lacks jurisdiction over the name again, upper and lower. Denied based upon information and belief is number 8. I just keep repeating myself like a broken record. 9, denied. This court lacks jurisdiction over his name. Denied based upon information belief. This court lacks jurisdiction. I keep doing the same thing over. Like AKIEM, why do you keep doing the same? How come you don't have 100 pages here? The more information, send this, do this, add this. I have passionate and frustrating disagreement with somebody over this because they wanted to add some extra stuff to it, you know, another 11 or 14 pages to this to win their argument. And what I want y'all to understand, the more you add to stuff, the more questions it raises that you have to answer. So the less you give them, the more it is. I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all that. Some people send me stuff and it'll be like a book. Do y'all really think these judges are reading our stuff? No, he's not. He's sitting there, he looks at it, he glances at it, puts it down, and waits for y'all to talk in the courtroom. And if your paperwork is right, you won't have to do too much talking. The other side will do all your work for you. That's how it's happened with me, and that's how it happens mostly for people that I deal with that follow my instructions to the letter. You know, I even had an argument about that. Oh, you kind of control them. They want to add their own idea. I said, well, you paid me or you came to me for advice on exactly how to do it based on my previous experience and what I know works. What you're talking about, I know it works. So I'm not going to endorse that. Now, I'm so adamant about that, I won't even take your money if you want to add other crap to what I put in. You're going to do that? Go do what you plan on doing. Don't use my stuff. Because what will happen is when it don't work, they're going to say the whole thing didn't work. Nah, go do it way. Go do it. Somebody tried to offer me some money today, and I said, no, I don't want it. I don't even want to work with you. Because months, I'm talking months of hard-headedness and just doing whatever, they even got locked up. But because I wouldn't bow down, now I'm the bad guy. No, I'm not the bad guy. You got to put your foot down. Okay, number 10, denied based upon information of this court lacks jurisdiction over his name. 11, same thing. 12, 13, 14, all denied the same thing. It's same. I just was like, then I said conclusion. This court lacks personal jurisdiction over the name. The name that is subject of his suit is his all cap in legas. I am not first, middle, last in all caps. Wherefore, first, middle, last, upper and lower, but not the all caps in legas. Asked the court to postpone all decisions until proper personal jurisdiction is established. And guess what happened with the court? He didn't have to say much or nothing. Prosecutor said, Your Honor, I need to postpone this till I can give a proper response to this. Now, let me tell you how powerful this is. He was already out of time because he got served them back right before COVID, like February. He had to go to court in March, then COVID jumped off. So he had supposed to have an answer in way back when. Although they shut down the courts for people to come in, they were still filing paperwork. Stay with jurisdiction. Stop with all of the BS. That other stuff. It's a waste of time. They don't have jurisdiction over your proper name. But they do have jurisdiction over the all caps, the one that they created, their creature of law. Fiction. That's why they have to attach you to that name. And if they don't attach you to it, they can't do anything. You adapt. Now they have to rebut that name is the same as the other one. Or not the same. They have to rebut that. How are they going to do it? In a catch-22. Now, they're going to come with some shenanigans and all kinds of other stuff. That's why right now I'm having him file some. You know what? He don't even have. He's in the beginning stage. He don't have nothing else on record. No passport, nothing. But this worked. And I tried to explain it to someone. I said, listen, I got good news. I got this what you need to do. But they want to, oh, no. And then I said, no, don't do it. Then they kept pushing. Oh, then I said, you know what? Do it your way. And I'm not. Listen, the reason why we are in such a bad position, both men and women, because we don't put our foot down. We don't stand on what we believe in. And I stand on what I believe in. If I'm trying to help you and I'm giving you information that I know works and you want to add in all your other stuff, do it, but not without my help. You're going to have to do it without my help. And when you come back at me, oh, no, in the world. Nope. Nope, it's called being a man of the word. Do not let people take you out of your position. This is why we compromise in other people's bad situations, and then we get frustrated and we wonder why, because you allowed them to bring their garbage to your doorstep. And then when you try to help them, they still want to put more garbage to the, add more. And then they want to look at you. Now it becomes you're the problem. No, you're the problem. I'm not the one with the problems. My life is peaceful. My life is joyful. I had a great week, So there you go. I read the whole thing on it. It is your answers. I know some of you, well, what do I add this to? Go back and listen to the show at least 10 times. I just gave you a response to just about anything out there that you are faced with. It's mostly everything they're sending you is in the all caps. Everything is in the illegal. It's in the fiction. Everything is that way. You know what I'm saying? Oh, with that being said, looks like I got a few calls that want to ask some questions. Try to stay on topic. Any BS questions, I'm going to call it out. So if you got, you might as well uncheck that one, because I'm not in the mood for that today. Let's be intelligent. Last couple weeks ago, so people came on with all that craziness. I'm not about it tonight. Okay. So, let's see who's got something to say out there. 253-476. Peace. How are you? Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, peace to the gods.
Hey, what's
how's
going
it going,
on?
AKIEM? Yeah, it's
going
great.
good.
How's it going with you?
Everything's good.
That's good. Yeah, I hope that this is on topic. Yeah, I don't want to get off topic. If this is off topic, let me know. When Al gets finished with, when my the EIN numbers arrive, Al can get finished with my other two trusts because he's already finished with one. Isn't it going to be appropriate for me to fill out a non-UCC document with the power of attorney on it, with page numbers on, been recorded?
Question for the private membership, Eddie. That's the question for the private membership.
Okay. All right. Okay, well, let me just,
I'll say, we've already talked about that. Go back to your list of things. You got 14 things that got to be done, and the non-UCC is sitting right there on that list.
The non-UCC is not on there.
Yes, it's on there. It's on that. It's on there. It's there.
It is?
I know it's there because it's one of the things you got to do is UCC on it. And if you remember in our last meeting, I talked about the UCC and what needs to be.
Non-UCC. Oh shit! Damn. I'm sorry, AKIEM. I gotta apologize. That's number 4. I'm sorry.
And you are trust one. You're doing a name change, and then we're there. After this, the bond and the non-UCC go together. That's
right.
The thing. Yep. Those two things. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds good. Appreciate it. All right, thank you.
All right. Good.
All right, peace.
Yeah, some of y'all confused. That's a question really for the premium membership. Some of y'all can make it. Right now I'm in the works setting up another class, another premium membership, but it's substantially more because I realize how much work it's going to be. Y'all didn't get in the first one. So go to my website, AKIEM.com, and go National Passport process. So all those who did not do the National Passport, do not have their passport as a national, they want me to help them with it. Let me go to. They want me to, want that personal touch. Where you get a rejection letter. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna see to it that you get that passport. Outside of the fact that you owe the IRS money and scouts, those are things I always tell people. You got 2 problems. You need to get those rectified before you even try to get the passport. You need to fight that. Then go get the passport. All right. So if you go to my website, AKIEM.com, I'll put it in the chat so y'all can follow me. AKIEM.com. There it is. Oh, and you hit consultations. You will notice that consultation for the national passport process does not have a price on it. The reason why, because as soon as you book that, automatically puts you in with the premium membership. So that the national passport process comes with the premium membership. But guess what? That's why I was trying to get as many people in as I can. So if you're not on it, it's going to cost you for that. It's going to cost that right now with the premium membership, and everybody will tell you. They will tell you that it's worth it with the information they're getting. $2,500, because that's what my premium membership is valid for a year. That's really all you need to get all the templates. That's a 30-minute Zoom session where I walk you through, fill out the passport, and do everything for you. Then you have the trust and estate coaching. That comes with it as well. And how to fill out your tax forms for your trust, 1041 and the 1099s. All of that's done. Everybody, if you find anybody, you connect with anybody who's got the premium membership, they will tell you. This is people have paid $5,000, $10,000 for just the UCC. Here you're going to become a national. You're going to get all of the coaching for your trust and estate, all in that one bundle. For 1 year, you'll have that. So we do the meetings once a month where I go over things, what you need to do. And every now and again, I throw extra stuff. Like in my premium membership, I gave everybody, they got the POA to file with it in there. And also, I'm going to add that in there. So that's going to be included. The power of attorney that needs to be filed is going to be included in that price too. So that's a very important document that needs to be filed. Most likely, I'm going to give everybody this, with this declaration of status to go ahead and file that too. But I sent this thing back in right around the pandemic or before the pandemic, and they just sent it back last week. So it's going to take months for it to get filed, but once it gets filed, you're good to go. You have your authenticated birth certificate with the affidavit showing ownership of that BC. Also, you're going to have, just the top part of this document, declaration of status says, I, AKIEM of the family borrower, hereinafter affiant, a creation of the supreme creator God, which I always tell y'all got to relate it back to God or religious, right? In essay and sui juris, have reached the age of majority and discretion. Am of sound mind, competent to testify, and do hereby affirm the following truths to be the best of my knowledge and belief. Affiant is defined spirit incarnate as man, property and creation of God. There is no proof to the contrary. Affiant was born alive on a geographic location, body of land known as New York, a republic state. There is no proof to the contrary. They have no proof. What they have is assumptions. You assuming that you was all of that. And we all know that was a lie. That's why you get treated that way in the court, because you've been telling lies all your life. I'm a U.S. citizen. Oh, I'm the caps, inadvertently checking these boxes. I'm black, I'm white, I'm all of these things. You've been lying your whole life and didn't even know it. You're none of those things. Below it. And Affiant surname is Barber. Exhibit A annexed here too and made a part hereof by reference. There is no proof to the contrary. What do you think I annexed to that? The birth certificate. Affiant does not consent to be a citizen of the United States, federal U.S. citizen, nor a citizen of any corporate body politic on earth by expressed or implied social contract as such is foreign to the jurisdiction of the United States. There is no proof to the contrary. Who's going to rebut that? And I can keep reading and reading. Affiant does not consent to express or imply contracts, trust indentures, trust instruments, implied trust, bailment agreements, and/or agreements made either publicly or privately with any natural, artificial person, and hereby terminates all agreements as all previously signed or accepted agreements are signed under threat, duress, incompetence, or without full disclosure. Wherefore, a fine hereby declares said implied or express contract null and void. There is no proof to the contrary. It's simple. Now, like I said, I'm gonna point y'all in the direction to get this, but I won't be selling it because, to be honest with you, this is not my work that I hear. I don't take credit for other people's stuff, but I met a guy. He was a very good guy. I got it from him. I paid for it personally. And I looked it over. I made changes. I like some of the words. I made a couple of changes to be in line with what I needed. But this is stuff that y'all gonna be, gonna need to do. It don't have to be done right away. But the power of attorney is something that you must do ASAP. That's the most important thing. Why is power of attorney is important? Because it shows your relationship between you, the real man, the new man, and that illegus. Shows that you have power of attorney over that estate. Because right now, the government is the assumed power of attorney. All right. Man, I thought I had a few more calls. I guess they hung up. Maybe they didn't like thing. So somebody said, so can use this response for pre-existing? Yes. That pre-existing child support case? Yes, you can, Jason, because this was a pre-existing. The guy had been in divorce a few years ago. So they had come up with an order and everything. What they were trying to do was get him for arrears because he hadn't paid in a while because he was out of work. And they were trying to get more money while he was on unemployment. And his sister, his ex was upset because she couldn't get her more money. The man's on unemployment. COVID hit him hard. Somebody said they are not letting him get in the queue. Where's your number? Hold on. Anybody that's not being able to get in the queue, just hit me up in the thing, because I can see your number. Yeah, they don't want y'all getting this information. It's hot and heavy. Oh, okay, I see you down there. I think that's Marco. 7 wondering because there was a bunch of people in the queue, and then they were gone. 715-501. Hello. I opened his mic. I hear echo. Mute. Hey, I think that's you, Marco. Call back in and hang up and call back in, and I'll get you. Let me just have the caller while it's going on. 786-597.
Hello, AKIEM. This is Jamie. How you doing today, sir?
What's going on? Doing good.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I just want to give a good comment as you explained that getting the name change is like very, very important as far as not to mix up public and the private, because the points that you responded to, you keep bringing up the name in its proper form rather than the all caps. So being that it's not possible for them to rebut that, because they're gonna be guilty of doing mixing public and private. So they're less likely to do that.
That's why they said they needed time to respond. Now, that's not to say they're gonna come back with some trickery, but I'm preparing him for the trickery now. Yeah, I know okay. It was echo. I fixed that when I opened up Marco's mic. It was echoing back.
All right. Yeah, I'm still waiting for my for the power of attorney to come in. So it's been like almost 2 months now. So I don't know if I need to file again or contact.
Where'd you send it?
I think around either March.
No, where
March
did you send it? Who did you send it to? I
sent it to the county clerk.
Where at? What state we're talking about?
Florida, Miami, Florida.
Oh, well, that might take some time, Like I told you, this last document I filed took 4 months. I just got it back like last week. We're in July.
Oh.
Right on July 1st or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing they have to.
I said that before COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did too before they made it like official, like around March, somewhere in March.
Yeah.
Mine was like
slow right now. They slow. So give it some time.
Okay.
Now you can go and check their records to see if they're out.
Yeah, I've been doing that. Yeah, I've been doing. I just do a search for the all caps name, but no, nothing yet. All right. Yeah, that's it for now. I ain't gonna hold you up too long.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right, let's see. Let's try Marco again. I know they're messing with your lines.
AKIEM, what's up, AKIEM? Peace.
Yeah,
man, they're messing with the lines, man. There's even times where they kick me off. I'm like, man, did AKIEM cut the radio station short or something? I call back, I was still going.
Yeah, you're right, because sometimes I keep an extra phone so I can kind of hear what I'm saying. Like,
well, what's funny is that when you were talking, they were chopping you up. At least on my line it was.
Was they?
They were chopping you up. Yep. But
yeah,
they don't want that information now.
That's why I take most of the hardest hitting information and I take it into the private. You know,
premium.
That's because they're gonna do this in the live forum.
Yeah, you're right. I just want to say
they don't have
man.
control. When I go into private and I do it up, put my stuff to it, and they don't have control over that. So I just gotta you
gotta do it that way. It is what it is. But AKIEM, to me, you're a genius. I mean, I can tell and I can feel the spirit. The spirit is strong with you, and I can tell when you speak, you're speaking the truth, and that's what drew me to you. When we first, when you were with Jonah and all that, and we went to the Chicago seminar, I gave you a present. I didn't give Jonah a present because you were the one. I thought you were the one that was the man. So I'm just saying. I'm just giving you props.
Appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. But you know what? I told this to someone the other day. Someone I'm very close with. Said this to him. I said, if it wasn't for Jonah, I wouldn't be where I am. We have to be thankful for.
Yeah, you open the doors for you.
How they are, how they act. They got to deal with themselves, right? But I'm thankful for that connection because I wouldn't be talking to you right now. So that's where I'm thankful for. We have to realize that we meet people for a reason, and sometimes it's just for a short amount of time to get in front of people to get your message out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And that opened up the path for you, and you're on your own ministry right now.
Right. Right. I'm going in a whole new direction.
You grew bigger, and you had to go on your own.
This new host that I'm about to put on is going to go in a whole new direction. We're going to cover all of the bases. I'm educating y'all guys on law and how to, navigate these corrupt court systems. This person is going to help y'all navigate your education system for your children.
Nice,
teach y'all techniques that you will never get on, any other place. This is a person who has personal experience doing this, and I've seen their success.
Nice.
So, who I highly respect, and when they come on, I know y'all gonna love the spirit of that person. I know y'all gonna love.
Yeah, I just want to say too.
We want to tell them about this for years. How to, what to do and things like that. But what happens? The person has to be in a position and start to really, when they start feeling it, it's just watching the momentum pick up. Where I really see it now. They see it. Mm-hmm. I believe that when she comes on, that's millionaire status. That's my belief system.
Nice.
The idea, which she's trying to do, millionaires. Because right now with the education system where it is and with all of this math stuff, people are going to be wanting alternative solutions.
Oh yeah, that's a business opportunity right there, man. Right there. And what you were speaking, a little bit of what you were speaking, now I don't want to take up the line too much, that what you just spoke about, you can take all your creditors to court and basically wipe out all your debt. You know?
Yep. I'm telling you, because when are they coming at? Oh, listen, wait a minute, hold up.
Because that ain't me.
You're coming at me at this name. This ain't my name.
Exactly. Simple. And also, I want to say thank you again. I want to say thank you again. With that Bible is beautiful, man. Oh my God, I'm just in love with it. It's gorgeous, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be an heirloom for my kids and their kids. Pass it down.
That Bible.
Great, beautiful. Thank you.
Did it open up your eyes when you looked at it?
Yes.
You opened it up wow. This is.
Oh, yeah, it broke down the family tree on there, and just the words, like you said, it's the authentic word from before they changed all the wording and stuff like that. And I was thinking it was 1911. It's really 1611. 1611. I mean, and it's huge pages, beautiful. But yeah, I just had to say thank you again, and peace to you, AKIEM, and your family.
Yeah.
And I just give you big props, man. All right.
All right.
Take care, dude.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
All
always
right,
pleasure. What Marco is talking about, I had an extra copy of 1611 King James version of the Bible. He purchased that extra copy. Some of you might wonder, how come I had an extra copy? Well, I bought a copy, and I didn't realize it was going to take 2 months for them to get the book ready for it. I thought it was available. And I looked, oh, man. Then while in my waiting, another copy came available right away. So I bought that copy. And he took that copy from me off my hands. So I have my copy, he have his. Yes, it's an heirloom type Bible. It's really a collector's version. That's why we would pay $400 or $500 for the Bible. It's a collector's thing. It's something to be read every day, but it does have good information in there. Like for instance, they show the genealogies of all the peoples, and there's the genealogy of Terah. Terah. Reason why I'm telling you this, because if you watch the last the Avengers Endgame, there was a scene where you had Thanos had got one of his daughters, and she showed a hologram of what's his name? Not Iron Man, but the other guy. I forgot his name. What they call him. They were trying to get this stone, and when they showed the scene of them in that hologram, one of Thanos' daughter, who plays by what's her name? Sedona. What's her name? I forgot her name, but she's green. She says, Terrence. When she looked at, they were all from Earth, but she said Terrence. And I said, wait, Terra, but Terra is an anagram. It's if you change the word, it come out to the word Earth. What y'all don't know, Earth is not the real name of this planet. It's Terra. See, what y'all don't understand, I'm about to drop some really deep science on y'all. Sarah is Terra. And Sarah is not a real person. It's a planet that bore what we know now is man. I know, AKIEM, what you saying the Bible is blah, 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 blah. If you go to that Bible and you look at it, it shows you the history of man. And they know it. That's why they reinvented it, to distract you from the truth. It actually, what the conversation between Abraham, talking about his seed, and the trust that he created, was talking about the genealogies of the earth. How man got started here. But I know I struck some nerves, some of y'all good religious folks. But if you study some of these ancient books, you will see what the truth is. None of those characters, see, I'm taking gloves off. Those characters are actually real people. Or metaphors for the history of this planet. I know I teach in a physical, when I teach you from the language that you speak, the mental language that you speak. So that I can connect with your spirit to show you different things. But Jesus, what we call Jesus today, what we know as Yeshua, and I had a pastor who I had a stand-up argument in his church full of people about Jesus and all that. We was going back and forth in front of everybody about this. Now he comes to me within the last couple of weeks. You know, AKIEM, I don't call him Jesus. I call him Yeshua. See, even some of these pastors are waking up to the truth that we've been lied to, manipulated into believing certain beliefs that fit the narrative of white supremacy. Not only does it fit the narrative of white supremacy, it fits the narrative of our own oppression. So some of us are living by ideals that oppress us. See, we want to say the government is a liar, and they lied about this, they lied about education, but yet we still accept the God that they gave us. It's white Jesus. And we know that that's not the real name because the letter J didn't exist until 500 years ago. And that letter J don't even exist in that King James Bible. It's not there. It's not there. Which every serious minister pastor has a copy of that original Bible. Taught that in these monasteries, in these religious schools. They're taught the truth about Jesus and his relationship with man. They taught that. I've had one when I was went to go buy some cable supplies to wait a minute. I forgot to. I'm sorry, Jason. I did not. There it is. There's the number you can call if the other one is not working. Okay. Yeah, I see you, 813. I'm gonna get you. I got you. So, you know, if you're having trouble with the other number, pressing 1, press 425-695-5169. I'm here to tell y'all right now, you've been fed a dysfunctional form of religion. How I know it's dysfunctional? Because look at your lives. It's not where you want it to be. You're not living out your true potential. Now, do I use the Bible as a very tool to teach from? I like it. But I also know that they're hiding information. Even the Bible itself told John, eat it up. Eat that scroll because, you know, this is not the time to reveal it. There's other scrolls out there. It's the truth about the history of who you are. If you want to keep holding on to these these ideologies that don't work and keep, you know, right now where we are with this whole pandemic, this fake pandemic, you're going to keep having the same issues. Somebody said, hey, AKIEM, peace, I'm completely to your side trying to get a hold of the body of information. Could you say what the membership includes again? Well, I'll tell you, instead of saying again, go to my website, email.com, click the consultation tab, then click that. It'll give you the details of what comes with that. All right. But just to run down, you get the passport process. You learn how to manage your trust and how to do the 1041s for your trust. It comes with correction of the SS5, comes with correction of the driver's license as well. That might not be there. All right. Do I cover negotiable instruments? Not really. You know, the only, if you want to talk about the only negotiable instrument you're going to get is off your 1041 once you process those right and you get that check in your recoupment process. That's the negotiable instrument I deal with. All right, let's go to 813-421.
Peace, God.
Peace. God, what's going on? Peace, I'm going to call you
King.
Yeah,
man.
A lot of us, our people to call us King. I'm going to call you King. What's going on? Peace, King.
How you doing, King?
I'm doing good, man. All right. What you got going on tonight?
Yeah, man. I got a letter in the mail from child support.
Okay.
This is
okay. Go ahead, tell me what the issue is.
So the letter say they're doing amendment notice of a hearing by telephone or video conference. Amendment as to date and time to provide instruction. Yeah. Like, wow.
So, okay, let me ask you a question. So you're already on child support. They got a case against you, or this is a new case?
No, I'm already on child support. They got a case against me.
Okay, so they're trying to amend it. They're trying to get more money is what they're saying.
Right. And I read further.
Okay. You ready for the answer?
Yes, sir.
Ready? Okay. Now, did you hear what I read earlier this evening?
Yes, I heard everything. I just purchased a webinar this morning.
Okay. Now, that webinar is going to be a little bit different than what I just taught on tonight. Now,
yeah, I just was hearing now. Okay.
Because I did that webinar a couple of years ago, and everything transforms. So that webinar is still good because it's going to show you how to respond. But I basically gave you the answer to that hearing, what they're asking for in the what they want you to do, because that's basically what they were trying to do to him. See, I didn't read the actual.
So I got to go ahead and do my rebuttal off rip, right?
Yes. So all you got to do is listen to this show and rebut it exactly how I, just get it the way yours is and just rebut it. Just like that. That's it. Now, if you wanted me to give you more details, because that means I don't want to talk too much in detail on the air about that specifically. But if you want details, schedule a consultation. I will tell you exactly how to respond to that and how to use those videos. Okay. Now, this brother, you're probably exactly like his. You might have the arrears issue, but it's exactly the same situation. They want to admit it, and guess what? They want a video conference. He had to do a video conference. Well, he didn't have to, but he said, I want to get it over. He followed my instructions to the T, and all attorney generals sat there and said, yeah, I need time to answer this. And if they could have pushed forward, they would have, right?
You know what's crazy, though? Okay. Mm-hmm. I already went through this process, right? And I had them write a letter saying they withdraw their motion to enforce child support. I got a copy of that and everything. But what happened was the attorney general switched. We got a new attorney general. So it's like they coming with a new contract, trying to scam again to come. No, I ain't even. I'm on it.
Okay. Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Is my audio going in and out on you? Can you hear me?
It was certain parts, like when you were breaking down that other information, it went out bad. Like they didn't want you to put that information out.
I know, right? This is what I'm going to do to kind of rectify this situation. Give me a second. Hang on. All right, so I got other mics going. So, yeah. All right,
so I'm gonna hit you up in the private, bro, because I gotta get this done ASAP.
Okay. All right. Yeah, hit me in private. I can tell you exactly how to do that. All right, bro. All right. Peace.
All right. Peace to God.
All right. Yeah, somebody asked me, do I teach 1099 OID? No, I don't. I teach you how to do your 1041. Now, you do have to file 1099s with that. And to do it properly, there's a lot of stuff to do. A lot of people are doing 1099 OIDs and ending up locked up. But not the way the guy I use, you're not going to have that problem. But I don't teach 1099 OIDs. No. Jason is exactly right. 513-262.
Peace, King.
513.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you good.
Okay, there we go. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Family great. Everything going great. Just had a CDL test.
Man, that's awesome. I like it. Now you can, seems like freedom is coming your way.
Yeah, man. I got on the call kind of late because, I ain't had to catch y'all lately. But something just told me to turn on today. So my question is this. I heard you reading. You were reading something. I guess it was an affidavit. Well, it was an affidavit. And I'm trying to figure out how can I get my hands on that. Or is it
well, you can get your hands on it by going back and listening to the show and transcribing it. Because that particular thing is not for sale. That was someone's personal case I was helping out.
Okay, so that's so the show will be posted on the internet. Okay.
No, that won't be posted on the internet anytime soon. No, because right now it's a live situation, and until I'm done with this, and then I might put it up somewhere down the road. But right now, no.
No, I mean
I have to edit it, take personal.
You said the show, transcribe the show, right?
Yeah, just go. You go listen to the show. You're gonna have to pick out a pen and write down what I say. You're gonna have to slow it down.
I don't have a problem doing that. I just wanted to make sure y'all was gonna. Yeah, listen, I'll do that quick. I don't care about that. That's man.
Because I actually read the whole document verbatim. The only thing I left out was the names.
Yeah, that's all I mean. Insert here. But if somebody can't sit down and do that, that's something wrong with them. Yeah. So,
well,
okay, I appreciate
it's a good thing to do that because what happens is it'll get into your spirit. You'll lock it in. You'll be able to execute it a lot better.
Okay. Yeah. So how long do you usually take them to post the show? About 2 days?
Couple of hours.
Oh yeah. Okay.
After that initial, within a couple of hours, it's ready to be downloaded.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I just put it in a blog talk and they put it in the date and it'll come up?
Yeah, go to blogtalkradio.com /hindsight 2020.
Okay. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. I appreciate you. And peace
all
and
right,
blessings to you.
All right,
and all the listeners out there. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Peace.